Well, happening now, Mayor Olivia Chow is among those attending the official launch of the Covenant House, Toronto's Youth Winter Respite program. Let's listen in live.
Housing program. The Winter Respite program will operate 24/7 and will run until the end of April. It allows us to extend care and provide additional youth with a safe place to stay during the winter and to meet their essential needs. But at Covenant House, I have to emphasize, we're committed to doing more than that. Yes, we're dedicated to ensuring that youth experiencing homelessness have their basic needs met, but the services and programs they need are really to help them heal, grow, and thrive. And this is why we're offering young people in this program access to health care, youth-focused mental health, on-site education and employment programs, all to help them break the cycle of homelessness. All of these programs and services support young people to build a path forward in their life and to make their experience with homelessness brief and non-recurring. I have to tell you a quick story about last year, and I'm so proud of the young people and the youth who were involved in this program last year. Our Youth Winter Respite extended care to over 150 young people who otherwise had nowhere to go in the winter. And I'm pleased to share that none, and I repeat, none of those young people returned to street homelessness. So if you want some hope amid the housing and homelessness challenges our city is facing, there it is. The right type of programming does work, and it gets the results that we all want. Currently, youth between 16 and 24 make up about 12% of the homeless population in Toronto, and about 1,000 young people are homeless every night. But we know that's an undercount because many of them experience hidden homelessness. We also know that not having a place to call home has a very negative impact on a young person's mental health and their ability to stay in school or to work. It also exposes them to exploitation and violence, and that is why this program is so essential. It is low barrier, it's open to all young people in need, and that enables us to provide the supports quickly to a young person. The services provided by our staff team play a crucial role in breaking the cycle of homelessness, and together with a young person's talents and determinations, we can really change the trajectory of a young person's life so that homelessness becomes a very small part of that and something that is in the rearview mirror. So in summary, when you provide effective help and support to a young person, you prevent them from becoming a chronically homeless adult. And that's good on so many levels. It unlocks the potential of youth, but it also precludes and prevents all of the problems that come with adult homelessness. In closing, I'd like to extend my sincere thanks again to Mayor Chow, the City of Toronto, for their commitment to supporting these young people in our community. Covenant House couldn't do our work without the support of our generous community and partners like the City of Toronto. I'd now like to invite Mayor Chow to make some comments. Thank you.
Thank you. It's getting really cold out there. This weekend, the temperature is going to go below zero. And I can't imagine sleeping on the street with just a tent or a tarp, maybe a blanket. What would happen to young people? It's good to come back to Covenant House because we know their work are just phenomenal. They have been, Covenant House and the staff, have been serving youth in Toronto for 40 years. And it's great to be back here to address the needs of homeless youth. We know that we have affordability crisis in Toronto. It's really expensive to rent anything, whether it's a basement room, a single room, a tiny room. It is just extremely expensive. And for young people, it's even harder. We know that a young person that experience homelessness have different causes. They might be leaving an abusive family. They may be leaving a homeland that discriminate against them because of who they are. The consequence of being on the street is also different. The interventions needed for these young people are also different. We are very pleased today to announce that the City of Toronto is investing over $800,000 for a winter respite program for young people. We know that Covenant House doesn't just offer a bed. You see beds here, but they offer hope. As I came in, I saw a friend of mine that I met, not really a friend at the time, Job, who was here. I think I saw you in January last year or early. I just remember it was cold. And that, and it was, Job was just arriving to Canada. And the first night was really tough because it was in Allen's Garden. And, but lucky for Job, he found a space here in Covenant House. And many months later, I am meeting Job here. I almost didn't recognize you as I was walking in. He has housing. He is doing pretty decent business, and he has a big grin in his face. And this is what Covenant House can offer. And I remember Victoria also. Victoria and Job were the two young person I met here, which I kept in touch with. And it is wonderful to see that both of them are on their feet, independent, and being able to, of course, move out of Covenant House and having shelter, having a space of their own. It's important when times are tough, when nights are long and cold, that the community come together. Yes, the City of Toronto is pitching in, but I also know that the community supports Covenant House. Give Tuesday is around the corner. Yes, today is Black Friday, but don't spend all your money. Consider coming Tuesday to support Covenant House and give a young person a hope and a lifeline, because being on the street now makes the person vulnerable and dangerous. So I'm glad that Covenant House are here. Young people will be warm, and they will find hope and connect with each other and be able to establish their lives. Back to you, Mark. Thank you.
We've been listening to Mayor Olivia Chow attending the official launch of the Covenant House Toronto's Youth Winter Respite Program.